I want to hear more about this, so let's bring in that gentleman on the right-hand side of the screen. That is Wilbur Ross. He is the Commerce Secretary. Wilbur and Mr. Secretary, it's very good to see you.
Good to see you, Stuart.
Look, I get the feeling in America that you can't do anything. You can't build anything. You can't build a bridge. You can't build a road. The Greens will always stop you. What is the president going to do about this? You can't do anything without degrading the environment.
Well, that's really not true. The reality is that there's a tremendous duplication between the state regulations and the federal. What we can control is the federal part, and we believe that has been cut from 10 or more years down to about 2 years. What's been happening is, with the massive federal regulations on top of state, everything was done sequentially. So they wouldn't start on this until a prior regulator had approved something else. That's crazy. That's what delays it. And every time there's a decision point to make, that creates another potential for litigation. And it's really the litigation that have been driving things into very long. So we've already cut from 10 to 2. Now we're trying to work with the states to modernize and simplify their rules and make them less discordant from federal.
If the president loses in November, all of what you've done would be reversed, I think. Is that accurate?
Well, the Green people certainly don't like the things that we've done, and they're simply wrong. As you mentioned just a moment ago, for every one regulation that's new put in, we've cut 8 government-wide. And in fact, Department of Commerce has actually cut 41 regulations for each one new one we've put in. There's still more to go, because it took a while to dig out all these regulations and figure out how to get them redone. So there's a lot room, if we win again, as I believe we will, there's a lot more room for further deregulation, and that's the objective we should have.
Another one, Mr. Secretary, is that Fox Business, here at Fox Business, we've been reporting a clash between Treasury Secretary Mnuchin and Economic Advisor Larry Kudlow over what should and should not be included in the next stimulus. But we just got this from Treasury Secretary Mnuchin. Secretary Mnuchin just tweeted this. Larry Kudlow and I have been good friends and colleagues for years and work closely together. The idea that we are in a civil war is truly absurd. Mr. Secretary, Wilbur Ross, do you want to squash this completely?
Yes. First of all, the important thing is that both Larry and Secretary Mnuchin agree we need to do more. The exact details, how much, what form, and how it goes, much less important than the agreement we must do more, because a lot of things are coming to an end. The $600 supplemental unemployment, for example, is about to end. Well, we need to do something to replace that. And I think it's a fine-tuning detail, whether it's tax cuts or it's direct paycheck to people. The important thing is, President knows we need more stimulus. He's going to work very hard to achieve more stimulus, to get the economy back to where it was, back to his great successes pre-coronavirus.
Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, thanks very much for being with us this morning. We appreciate it, always.
Thank you,
sir.
Stuart.